Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 16 of Abandoned Kids to Teen Years. And if you are returning, welcome back. And this is the continuing story of my kids from my Abandoned Kids Challenge. And all the link to that Let's Play and all the details are down below in the description. And it's not much later than where I left off last time. But I noticed that Amelia wanted to paint, so I had her paint. And it looks like the reading is helping Sylvia with her scouting, and I thought that I would have Eric read a little bit himself, some handiness, because that thing needed to be repaired. And Brian, I have had him keep going and going and going in terms of his jogging, because every time, I don't know, I turned around and did something, he would have stopped. He's kept stopping on me. So hopefully that is helping him a little bit with his emotional control, which is actually maxed. The only thing, and his responsibility is actually not maxed. But hopefully when he gets home, he can, have a little bit to eat, and then that will help. Where is his cooking skill? Let's see. He's level 5. I'm going to have him make some food. I'm going to have him make some regular food, and we're not going to use fresh ingredients. So now fresh ingredients do actually reduce your price. They have fixed that. But I don't know that it's enough to make it worthwhile doing it. And I definitely don't want to use fresh ingredients if I'm making anything with fish, because then it uses our rotten fish, which isn't very good. So I'm going to make a taco casserole. Sometimes I notice I get the option to make that not full size, and other times I don't. And in the past it always was just the full casserole, but I have seen it smaller since the pre-seasons patch, I think, but I don't always get it, so I'm not really sure. So she's really going up quite a lot on the archaeology skill, but that's probably the combination of the lot trait and the fact that we have that as a boost in our club. That's one of the things that we have purchased for them. Sawyer seems to be sleeping. At least he's sleeping in his own bed, because that seems to be fixed with the most recent patch that we had. Now, one thing, I'd had a comment that classical music is supposed to help with these bees, and my bees right now are enraged. So our crocus is not helping, but it's the scent of the crocus that's supposed to help. So, I mean, there is no flower on there, so I wouldn't expect that it was necessarily going to help. And I know I have a radio downstairs, but I don't think, like, in this vicinity, but it's down below, so I don't think that it would help up here if I did have it on classical. So I'm going to grab an electronics and get a audio. And let me see which one. I'm just going to get a cheap one and hope that it works. This is the same one I have down below. So I'm going to put that up there. And we're going to turn it on. And I'm looking, there's classical. And let's hope that that will eventually calm these bees down, because they are enraged. But they do need a mite treatment. So maybe I'll have him change into the beekeeper suit to protect himself. And then I'm going to apply the mite treatment to see if that helps at all. Now, of course, none of our Sims have any flower gardening skill. I don't know that I've bought the book or started them on that. And I know you're supposed to make a lot of money, but I've never progressed long enough in it to try it, because I find you make so much more money from other things. And I'm inclined to have him go the botanist route, because he's not creative. He is, a genius. So I think he'd be more interested in that type of aspect of it. So look, it's really good that they're sleeping. So he's sleeping in his own bed. He was tired. I don't know if he did any of the reading that I asked him to do. Let's see if he has any handiness skill. Nope, he does not. He ignored me. Come here and read your handiness book that I had just bought, even though I would have thought we had it somewhere. But, maybe where it was, I forgot that sometimes they put the books in to here. So we have a baking book, which I don't ever remember buying, but we'll put it in there. And that's the only book I see in there. So speaking of that, I should probably take some of this stuff and put it in there, but I'll do that off camera, because I'm sure you don't need to see me putting all the stuff into the chest. And because it doesn't, she's been painting this and nothing's happening, and it's supposedly normal. Like, it's it's still at the beginning, and she's been doing this since we started, and I think it was about 7 sim o'clock. So, Brian, you're only acquaintances with Leah? We've had her here for quite a while. Now, Brian, I think you were hungry, weren't you? Yeah, why don't you grab a serving? And then why don't you come and view your badge progress, and why don't you do some of this repairing, because you do have handiness, because you aged up sooner, and I had you learn that so that you could help your sister, because she was really, he's actually pretty close in terms of handiness to her, because she's at 8 and he's at 7. So are you still tense? Yeah, you're tense from that familial distress. Let's take a look at that. Oh, so he's checking his badge progress. So we got 1 for keeping fit, which, given that I tried to get him to do it many times and he only actually went jogging once, that would make sense. So I'm going to look at his simology and see what it says about distant. This teen has become distant. Being near and interacting with family has started to stress them out. The world just doesn't understand them. So maybe what we'll do is we're going to actually wake up Sawyer. And I think we're going to have to adopt as a care dependent. I haven't been noticing that they haven't been asking him anything, but, hopefully. So we're going to ask about Faze, because I think we needed to do that. We had to adopt as care dependent before we could do that. And I might just scrap that painting, because that seems to not be doing anything for Amelia. And she was, yeah, it's not doing anything. I can just cancel it. Are you coming, Sawyer? You're taking your time. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I don't know what way you came. You should have come the other way. I did change their outfits if I needed to. I updated them so that they were more appropriate for fall. Their everyday outfits, that is. And I feel like I want to be alone. Jokes, volunteer events, or even building with me, get me to come out of my shell. Oh, so maybe we'll take him and go do some volunteering with him. But let's do some jokes. I don't know whether he will count, but he has now adopted him as a care dependent. Now, who is the most tired of Amelia and Sawyer? Amelia's in bed, so I think she's just answered that question. So we are going to go volunteer. We're going to negotiate a bonus for his gardener career. Not that he needs to, because he's like right at the top, about to get a promotion. So he may not have any luck, and then he might be upset. Let's see what happens. And he can do that because he's level 10 of charisma. Once you get to level 10, nope, he had no luck. Okay, so that's fine. He is at the top. The only problem is now he can't call again. It would have been better to leave that. And not only that, he dropped down and no longer has the check that he had before. So that was not a good time to do that. So we need to go on to travel, volunteer. And we're going to volunteer with Brian and hope that will help him with his distance phase. And we're going to volunteer at a soup kitchen. So I'll leave them to go do that. And then they're all going to go to sleep afterwards, as some of them are already sleeping as we speak. So it's hard to tell with Sylvia because her hair is a bit, you can't see her color because her hair fills up her whole little thing there. And how are you, Eric? What are you up to? You're dancing. And where are your needs? You need to just go to bed because it's late. So I'm going to let them sleep, do the volunteering, and I will be back in the morning. It's morning and the kids are just about to go to school. And Brian actually lost conflict resolution because the chef asked if the soup tasted good, and he said it didn't because it didn't. And he wasn't very tactful. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So he lost conflict resolution as a result. But he did build empathy, so I don't know whether that helped at all with his distant phase. His distant phase is over, so yeah, that was a good thing. So I did end up having to rally the troops because he was exhausted when he came home, and Sylvia had woken up, so I thought just to give him a little boost. It didn't get him all the way up, so I sent him back to bed afterwards, and he also needed his fun and all that stuff. So they're doing their homework, but I think it's probably more important for you to go to school. than to get your homework done. And then when you're at home at school, okay, I'm going to pause because I don't want this homework left here. I'm going to throw that back into our inventory. And hopefully he will do that on his own. Nope. Doesn't seem like he's doing it on his own. So there you go. There's your homework. So off to school you go. And Sawyer he's working from home. And he did not get his promotion because, of course, I called. So we need to gift a crop. So it says here, pick fresh fruits and veggies from your garden. Then click on a sim and select give gift from the friendly inventory. Okay, so here we go. We already have stuff in our inventory, so we don't really need to. Looks like he's cleaning the shower. We can enthuse about gardening. And I ended up scrapping that painting because it seemed like there was no point having it. So we could get her in the career, because the benefit of this is she can, even though you don't make any money from it, at least it gives you a career that you're considered to have and you're not considered to be unemployed. And I'm obviously talking and not paying attention to the fact that I'm looking for the give a gift. So let's look here again. This time I'll be a bit slower. Give gift, there it is. So we want to give a friendly gift, and we will give a crocus. And see how that... It may not be appreciated very much, and then maybe a crop, maybe that doesn't count. Maybe it needs to... Does it say? It just says fresh fruits and veggies, so it doesn't say flowers, so that may not count. We'll find out. It does. It doesn't. It can be a flower. It does not have to be the other things. Oh, she didn't like that. Unappreciated gift from giving a gift unsuccessfully. Oh, poor guy. There was nothing wrong with that, Amelia. That wasn't very nice of you. So we're going to get him to get some leftovers because he's a little bit hungry, because I was going to take them on, and he's sick. As I can see. He's got the steam coming off. All my Sims are sick, and so many of my saves. So one thing I have noticed is you can now, when you can buy a gift, purchase gifts, if you go on here, I don't know what category it's under, so I'm just going to go under all. And there was a little leg there because I had a royalty report coming up. And you can obviously get a few of the flowers, but you can buy medicine from there. And you used to need to have a computer, which you can still do it from the computer. But they now have that on the gift thing. So if you're traveling somewhere and don't have access, or if you don't even have a computer, you can now buy medicine, which is kind of nice. So we're going to return that. And hopefully, good, that was work. Sometimes they don't like it. They accuse them of sabotaging and all that stuff. So I kind of don't like having them take medicine when they are not sick. I mean, he's obviously sick. He's obviously sick. So I want to take them on another date. And I just wanted his sad moodlet. And we'll retake it sometimes. Oh, so that worked. So we're going to just have him, even though he's a bit sad, we're going to have him ask her on a date. And again, we'll have this at home. I had thought maybe, in the evening we might have done it. And he actually wants to schedule a date, so that works. That's what this whim here is, schedule a date from the soulmate aspiration. So we're going to try and see if we can schedule that date once he's finished, or he's going to go over there. Oh, and he's not sad anymore, so that's good. So he's done his work task. Like, I can see why they don't make any much, because their work tasks are so easy. It makes sense that they don't really get paid very much, but at the same time, I think I'd rather have something a little bit harder and actually get paid for the job. Like the other work from home careers, you actually get paid when you work from home. So we need to be flirty at the same time. That's a good way to get flirty. Well, let's just socialize. I know a good way to get flirty. Let's go into our inventory. We would have got a reward from the last, from all the dates that we've done, or that they've done in general. So we'll put that there. And then if we enable that, we'll have a flirty aura. One benefit of having the party at home. Emotional aura, which is flirty. Then they can both be flirty at the same time. Yes, and so we'll leave the chest for later. We're going to flirt while flirty. We're going to recite love poetry. It would be nice if you actually got dressed into something a bit nicer than what you're wearing. I think those must be your... Go nature walking. Is that from his career? We're going to... And he's still sick. So I didn't really change the guys. Actually didn't how they're both sick. Oh no, they're sick together. Kiss your date passionately. Here, let's try that. I'm gonna pause. So we're gonna go in here and look under romance and hope that that option comes up. Propose, which I do want to do in this part. I want to propose, even though they're just gonna do it, have this at home, because I don't want the kids to lose responsibility. So if I had enough time, I would have done it, but she had that whim to paint, so I thought I would keep them at home last night. But I had thought of trying to do these. So we're going to compliment outfit. You want to woohoo with your date? Well, I'd rather do that after we've got all the rest of the things done. We'll tell engaging story. We're going to do some romantic interactions. Be enticing. I wish the romantic interactions were coming up. You're flirty. Why are they not up at the top? We'll serenade. And where were all the romantic interactions that were coming up the other day? Doesn't make much sense. It's like, oh, we can offer a massage. That is romantic. And hug lovingly. That's not romantic. That's more... We can attempt a mistletoe kiss. We can see how that one goes. Oh, and we're almost done with them socializing it with our date, so that's good. So then we'll let them woohoo, and we'll get this go on 2 dates completed, and then after that we'll propose. Or maybe we'll propose. Let's just get this done. Hopefully. Oh, he's serenading. That's why it's taking so long. I shouldn't have chosen that option because it takes a long time to serenade. And oh, she's so sick. Is she actually sick? Like, is it showing up yet? No, it is not showing up. And that didn't actually even count. Or maybe it counted at the very beginning. Is she going to say yes? Oh, good. I'm like, I should hope you would say yes. There we go. We got our gold. We got our silver. Now, I wonder if just playing chess will count. We'll play with each other. Probably play together would have counted too. Come over here. We're going to cancel this when we're done. Come play, Amelia. I'm pushing through even though you guys are sick. Can you play? Yes, and we have our gold. Oh, I feel so bad that they're sick and they're still not showing. Oh, now maybe he is. He's pressurized from illness. So now that he has that actual moodlet, I'm going to have him take the medicine. Because sometimes they get dazed. I don't know if they would get dazed if they actually have the moodlet. If they don't have the moodlet, but they're showing all the signs. Because I know I've had my Sims, like I've lined it up and had them take their medicine, but they were too busy doing other things, and they take it after, and then the moodlet goes away, and then they get all dazed from taking medicine, from being over-medicated or medicated when they didn't need it. So there. So we got that. So we're going to stop playing chess. Because we got that part. What was he doing? He's singing songs. So he took his medicine. So now he's tense because he needs to play some video games. So can we just actually quickly do that here and see if that will help? Now I wonder if you get like a good... Oh, see, she is sick. You can see she's sick. Now she's sick. Now she has the moodlet. You gonna get patchy sick? Can you take your medicine? Did I get you to buy it? I don't remember now if I had you buy medicine or if I just had Sawyer buy the medicine. Okay, I'm gonna quickly have her buy some medicine, which is on the career household tab. Purchase gifts. And we're gonna go down. I should probably like look at what the different categories are, so I know if I can narrow it down. Oh, she's kissing him. You're going to make him sick. So then we're going to take medicine because you're sick. And their kids are getting home soon. Let's get this over with. Let's get our date done. And are you better now? Good. So now, where's a nice place to go propose? Maybe just down in their garden. Everything's not so colorful because it's fall. And how are these bees anyways? They're irritated. Good. So they're not... do we not have a gardener coming anymore? Because why is this plant not planted? Anyways, don't worry about that. That's not for now. So where can we go together to propose? Like, their kids are going to get home anytime now, so we probably don't want to do it out here. There's not really anywhere. Maybe we'll come here together. Go here. I won't say together because the kids might come home and I don't want them to come. So then we're going to go here. Hopefully they get there soon. Kids are all home, but they're over here. They have a little bit of privacy, so I'm going to go on to Sawyer, and I am going to propose if it comes up. It was there before. I saw it. Try for baby. Propose. I got to get a picture, so I paused it. So I got my picture, and she's saying yes. And she's liking it. I'm just getting a couple more pictures, but I didn't care as much. Oh, I need to get one of this. And I should pause while she's still in his arms and get a picture, turn around. This is always funny. Hopefully one of those pictures turned out, is all I can say. But so they are now engaged, and they do need to get married, which maybe, let me take a look. Let's take a look at the calendar. I was going to say this part needs to end. But let's take a look at the holidays. There's nothing scheduled in here, so I've never actually done an event. Now, much as it's a Friday tomorrow, the kids don't really need to go to school. So why don't we try scheduling okay, I want it to be on Friday. So we're going to try adding an event, a wedding, and I'll probably have to say, so the bride and groom we have, and the guests, of course, are going to be, alright, I'm going to change this, because I want her to do it, because she probably, you know what, I'm not going to do that, because she needs to meet his family, and then we can have the wedding. So I will try and, maybe we'll have him invite his family over, so that they can meet. And then I can have Amelia schedule the wedding and make sure that his family is invited over also. So we will probably do that in the next part. But that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.